Okay, there we go. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another stream of Pokemon Wack. My name is Mr. Singer 187, also known as I'm going with it now because I got the title from Sheriff. The unofficial, I don't know if it's unofficial or whatever, but the unofficially official Pokemon Wack Analyst. Um, I cannot tell you how happy that made me seeing that. So just thanks. Um, Hey Robbie, how we doing? Thanks for joining. I appreciate you. Actually, I'm really impressed. I didn't even let you know that I was streaming, but here you are. Love you too, buddy. Okay, so before I go into tiering, there are a couple of things that I want to announce. I'm probably going to announce this on every stream that I do, just so that you thought these were done. Oh no, my friend. Oh no. I got through the original Mons. I was doing some off-camera work. I got to I got to Genesect. Um, that is 649. I have to get to 5100. Wow, you got the alert. I'm impressed. I love that. I love that the alert goes off for streams. Okay, so there are four announcements that I have to make apparent here before I get going. So the first is that this I updated the I updated the tiering a little bit. I added sort of a qualitative area to it in addition to the numbers. So as you can see, I tried to find where I consider the cutoff between each of these things are. So anything that would be removed from the team before duet, I am calling a pretty terrible Pokemon. It also might just be defensively based, like Shuckle, or support based, like Jumpluff. And I mean, personally, again, this is all, and it's gonna all end up being subjective. Um, but Jake, you're here too. What's up, buddy? Yeah, these are all subjective to me, but like I I'm trying to be as analytical and objective as possible, but just giving a little bit of qualitative analysis with the quantitative too, so that anywhere between Upgrade Cave and the final battle of the main story is generally a pretty bad Pokemon. And honestly, in like regular games, this would be pretty good, but there's so much more that if you lose a team member up here, it's pretty tough. Then between Merlin and the Arctic, um, you're it's pretty average Pokemon. I would say the Moon is the cutoff just of the difficulty spike there between being an average Pokemon and being a good Pokemon. I would say right after the School is the cutoff between being good and being great. The Chaos and Divine Hint down here at 36, that's another pretty big cutoff difficulty spike. So that's a spike there. This all leads me to my first announcement, which is this 42. This the highest tier is something I wasn't quite sure how I was doing it last stream, so I took off things that had 4-time weaknesses. I think that's stupid. I think what this final tier means is that um, it's a Pokemon that can get to the Everything Rush, beat the Everything Rush, and can beat Mega Shedinja without having to do any cheesy movesets. So things like Toxic, because again, you're taking a look at some of these. So like Zekrom can beat Mega Shedinja very easily with, I mean, it's Terravolt in the main games, but Mold Breaker and Whack. Genesect can learn like Flamethrower and Fire Blast, so it has a chance to burn. I think it can learn a Poison type move as well. Um, all right, so ooh, we got Jen in here too. What's up, Jen? So which Pokemon is best? One thing that I added, and I'm probably not going to be able to do this until I've tiered every Pokemon, is I've added a ranking here, and it's honestly really hard to determine which one is the best Pokemon, just because like there are mons like God who have 255 in all stats, and sure that might be the highest stats, but like if it can't beat a Mega Shedinja, then something like an Arcanine might be better. So the short answer is I don't know. um, Let's see. I'll get through these quick because I know I've been talking a lot. What is it? Here it is. Even though every mon can get to and probably beat the everything rush if you give it enough team support, the tier list is based off of how likely somebody is to use it in the team. I guess kind of. It's a mix of like how likely you are to keep it in the team if you met it, if you caught the Pokemon in like Route 1, if your file was randomized but the encounters were the same. That's kind of the best way that I'm describing it. That's how I'm rolling with it. And then even though even though the tiers are like technically this isn't for solo runs, I'm trying to focus on the Pokemon themselves because if we're talking about team support, then something like a Slacking or Regigigas, which is rated pretty low just on itself, may end up being much better with team support. So I'm just trying to focusing on the mon itself in the context of a team. Yes, okay. That's all of the announcements. I think as I keep doing these streams, that's going to be quicker, but it is what it is. All right. So I went through all of the original mons up to Gen 5. I don't think there's anything too crazy here. I think everything is probably as you would expect for the most part. Um, yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep going on, and I'm gonna I you're welcome. I waited. I really wanted to keep going, but I waited to do this on stream so that I could start with the Whackmons. We'll see how far I get. Um, if I Oh yeah. Oh, there's definitely going to be more. In the first stream, I was on stream for about an hour 45, and I got through uh, like 135 lines of Pokemon. So there's gonna be a bunch of these, and there's probably gonna be much longer ones in the future. Anyway, let's see. How am I going to? That's how I'm gonna do this. I'm going to put this on the other side so that I can see that. Okay, great. So starting with our brood, um, I mean, I can skip ahead to Lava Gun because that's easy enough. Magma is a super overpowered type. It's got a really nice base stat total. It's got like a wacky inform or like a mega evolution. I'm honestly gonna put Steamboat up there too. Um, our brood, it has speed boost as an ability, which is nice because it has a middle tier speed, but it's not as good as the other two. Definitely not as good as the other two. That being said, I'm probably going to put it here. Let's see. We got Swaniper. I think this one is easy. I think Swaniper is one of the best early game mons that you can get. In a normal whack file, you can get this on Route 1. It evolves at level 20. Um, and I mentioned this in the last stream, but it has a move that is a 110 power stab move that essentially gives you an agility and a swords dance because of a glitch. Um, you use it and you get a turn of invulnerability too. So it's plus it has a high attack and speed, good stats. So honestly, the fact that it's frail doesn't even bother it. So that's why I'm putting it up there. Let's see. We got the final evolutions of the original Pissball. So we got Snowfistor and Frostair. I've used Snowfistor before in a playthrough. I'm probably gonna say you get to here, and I think you get to here. I think the fear type takes it a little bit since Soul and Corrupted Soul have light types as well as fire. Never used the Pagey line ever. I've never used Pagolum, which is paper and steel type. But Swaniper is great. Encyclodia is pretty cool too. Uh, it's got it's got a decent special attack stat plus like special attack huge power, so that's pretty nice. Um, but I think Swanniper is the best of the three by far. Definitely recommend throwing that on the team. The only reason it's not at 42 is because it doesn't have a clear way to beat Mega Shedinja if you don't like cheese the moveset by giving it like Toxic or something. Really fun to see in randomizer mode since it can be anything. Yeah, that's true. I think the next playthrough that I do of Whack attempted using a Paint Mon. Paint's a terrible offensive typing. It's just bad all around, I think. But I think the next Whack playthrough that I do is I don't even think Paint Tip is that good. It's like a single stage evolution with not a very good moveset. And I think it's only good in the early game because it has higher base stats than what you're working with. But I don't think it's that good. I'm not going to go scroll down there. I'll get there in 3 streams. We'll see. All right, so we got Rubberfly. I'm going to say you probably end up. I think you end up there. As people may have noticed, and what I'm noticing is that the Moon and Chaos and Divine Hymn are like, besides the Everything Rush, those are like the two biggest sort of cutoff points. I know it has a Mega. Claire has it. I don't think I've ever used the Mega. I've only ever used Rubberfly. Oh, Squirm. I mean, Squirm's pretty OP. I have definitely used that to get through the early game with certain mons. It's great. It's a base 20 power physical bug move that has like a 50% chance to raise evasion, so it's like a double team essentially that does damage. Let's see, we got Rubbero. I know this one has a Mega 2 that is essentially just what it's supposed to be like Majin Buu with an afro. Um, I'm going to put this one at. I'm going to put this one up here, Mars, I think. All right, so we got Soleos and Lunitan, evolutions of Solrock and Lunatone. Also, I'm sorry in advance. I must have like a stress cold or like allergies or something, but apologies if I sound like shit right now, because it's been a long few days for sure. Let's see. Where would I put these guys? I think Lunitan, I would probably say, because these have Drizzle and Drought. I would say I'd probably put this here. That might be too high, but I think that's the right pick. Um, Soleos, I would put. I'm gonna put them both at 36. I think that's the right pick. Right before Chaos and Divine Hymn, definitely. All right, we got Chocolate, which when I first started using this thing, I thought because the pre-evolution and Chocolate are both weak to food type, so I thought food was weak to itself, not realizing that food was super effective against fighting. That being said, it starts to lack around. I'd say right around Hiroshima. Hiroshima. I don't know. I'd put it there. Let's see. Slurpuff, I really don't like as a Pokemon. I would say that's probably down here. If not, maybe even before the upgrade cave. Let's see. So then we got the three zombie guys here. Um, I think Hundead is my favorite because of the way that it plays, which is fast and strong. So really exactly what you're looking for in a playthrough. I'm going to say you probably could make it to the Elite Four just fine. Zomboom, Zombie and Nuclear. I'm going to say... Whoops. I'm going to say you go here. And then this one's the most balanced, and it has a significantly higher base stat total than Undead. So I'm going to say you can get to the Arctic. Cool. We got High Caw, which is the same kind of deal as Undead. It's fast and strong, and I think the Mega has speed boost. The regular High Caw has something else, maybe Cursed Body and Poison Touch. That's what it is. But it's just a worse version of Undead. So I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put that here. This is also a flying type that you can catch on Route 1, but honestly, you can find Pagey in both day and night in Route 1. So I would say there's no question you should go with Pagey and get Swanniper if you're not gonna if you're gonna use a Whackmon for a flyer. Which even as far as like flyers go, when comparing Whackmons to um, regular original Mons, I think Swaniper is easily the better choice. I think there are situations where High Caw is useful, but I just think that Swaniper is the best just because of that one move, and because it's glitched. I think the Mega High Caw has like a base definitely above 100, if not above 110 base speed, plus you have speed boost. Um, so you don't even need to invest in speed, and you're still gonna be fast as fuck, boy. All right. I've just been kind of going through. I think a lot of these Pokemon, especially at the beginning of the Whack decks, are kind of middle of the road. But now we're getting to Satelli. Satelli. Oh boy. I apologize for that. Um, Satelli is really good. I'm gonna put him. I would probably put him at. I'd honestly put him up there. I think Satelli is that good. I'm thinking that I'm just gonna try and talk. If there's like a specific mon that I've used or that I have strong opinions about, I'll stop. But I think for the sake of like time, I'm just gonna go through. I'll talk. I have the chat up in another window, so that's more efficient there. So I can see you guys as we're conversing here. But I'm just gonna go, and if there's something that I see that is good, or worth stopping, I will stop. Um, anyway, let's see. Shatterate, fast and strong but frail. I am going to say you probably get to. You probably get to. Where would I put you? I'm going to put you all the way up there. Drubber's an interesting one because the Mega essentially gives you a Corrupt Orb, but it has its stats, which I guess when you're looking at the Everything Rush, I think you have the ability to buy Corrupt Orbs at that point. They're expensive, but you can buy them. So at that point, the Mega is obsolete. But even so, I don't think I would bring it all the way there. I think I would probably use the regular one over the Mega in most situations, just because I think the stats are halved. Like it goes down to like a base like 280 stat wise, um, and it's the only Mega in Pokemon Wack to do that because the ability is so OP. But that being the case, I'm probably going to. I'm probably going to say I take you through the Elite Four, but probably nothing else. Um, let's see. I think Capsilo is better, but not all that much better. Let's see. Zombie and Bug. How far could that take me? And it's got decent stats too. I would say I would probably bring that to. Yeah, that sounds about right, I think. Wheelless, I like. I really, really like it. um, I am going to put Wheelless. I'd probably put it up there. I mean, it's got speed boost, so again, one thing that you don't need to you don't need to invest in speed at all. You can just kind of. Is this right? I don't think it's Virus and Dragon. I think it's Virus and Cyber. But I've definitely used you. I can safely say that that probably goes there because I've used Viriv in his world, and I could probably have brought it through if I wanted to. See, Sphinxiant is also another one that I could probably. Well, I'm gonna put you down here. I think. Oh, that's the wrong number. All right, we got Eruptin. Realize my usage of Whackmons are quite limited. Honestly, mine are too. Like, I gravitate towards original Mons just in terms of like playthrough. Like a lot of these I haven't used for more than a level or two. I mean, I'm just looking at this like the starters I've used a lot, but mostly Arbroot and Lava Gun. Um, Swaniper I'm super high on, so I'll use that. But other than that, I think the longest one out of the ones that I'm looking at that I've used is Satelli. Satelli? Satel. I don't know. All right. Thanks for joining, Robbie. Appreciate you. I will. I'm probably gonna have to stop the stream in another 10 minutes or so, but I should be on after that. So I guess if anybody wants to join later this evening, I might be around. But I just wanted to get a few in on stream. I think I wanted to save the beginning of the Whackmons for on stream, but I'll probably get through some off stream as well, just to make this go a little quicker and so that there's more of a list. I think there's plenty of streams to be done with this. Even if I do stuff off camera, there's plenty of streams to be done, and then we get to go through the fun of ranking Pokemon based off the tiers. So plenty more to do. Will be a good time. Anyway, let's see. We got Cherry. I don't think I've ever used Cherry before. I don't even know how it evolves. I don't know if it's a stone or a level. But Grass and Fairy is not a good defensive typing. We got Gummy. This is also not the best defensive typing. You probably make it. You probably make it to Merlin. I think the rubber saves you from going down before Jeeve. I mean, let's see. This is an I actually Gatari is really good. I forget who it was, but a while ago somebody recommended I use this, and I went through a playthrough, and it was this is probably one of the better food types. Even food and fairy, like even though poison wrecks it, like it still is very very good. Um, that being said, I don't think it has anything. I I also like Gummy has good all around stats, but it's definitely defensive based. It's slow and it's not as strong as I want it to be. It's also hard to level it up to the point of where it gets good. Let's see, Tropical Lightning. That's the one with the palm tree looking guys that you get in Desert. I would say you're probably there. I've never used a Teneblarus before. I don't know if I've ever caught one. I know it evolves from like the chair guy, but I don't even know where you find that. But Ghost and Wood, I don't know. It could probably get there. Bargare, that one's pretty good. That one's pretty good. I'm gonna say you probably get there. Um, B B Tarp. Again, another Whackmon that I've never used. Where would I put you? I mean, your fabric and bugs, you can probably get through the cave of the camp. Oh, I guess that does make sense. I think I saw it in the abandoned mansion. Um, so I guess that makes sense too. All right. I know I've only ever used one fabric, and that was Fat Carviel. Let's see, where would I put you? I mean, probably here. Let's see. Tornado Man, Orchon is great. I'm gonna put you. Hang on. Am I able to? I'm gonna pause the stream real quick. I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I have some friends staying over, so I want to make sure that I'm able to see them off before they do leave. But back to the stream. Let's see. Zombie Fairy. I just like a lot of these. I'm looking through, and I've only ever used for like maybe a level or two. So these rankings are going to be a lot less solid than the original Mon rankings. So that is why I would love for any of the two viewers here. I know one of you is Jen, but the other person here, or anybody who's watching this at a later date, to check Google the Google spreadsheet, and if you think there is a Pokemon that I have mistiered, like for example the Swaniper thing, I didn't know about it until I used it for like another failed Professor Oak challenge run, which That sucks. I'm trying to do one now. That sucks. But maybe there's a Pokemon that is either really good that I've ranked badly or vice versa. So head into the Google Doc and tell me I'm wrong. I'm gonna put you there. Um, this guy's pretty good, I think. I've used it a little bit. Um, I think this one is slightly better. And this one I know has a corrupt form, but I'm not going to count that. Because you can't get corrupt orbs until until right before the everything rush. All right. This one also, I was looking. I found this on the wiki, and this evolves by Thunderstone. I did not know that, and I gave up on it when I tried to catch it. Um, but that being said, I would probably bring you to. Probably bring you here. Okay, Hoverrod is probably one of the only defensive mons that I actually enjoy. I used this in my first playthrough of Wack. I thought it was so cool. I went back into Upgrade Cave and I caught it after seeing Jeeve use the Mega for its signature Pokemon. It's actually the Mega actually isn't decent. I think it has like a base 100 special attack, which combined with being a tanky beast, it's not that bad. Still, though, I probably wouldn't bring you past here. This one also, like, it's got good defenses. And I think, honestly, if there was a like this tier list is going to be skewed just based on, well, one, how I play the game, but two, just the nature of ranking this based off of a single player Pokemon game campaign where the goal is to beat all the fights as easily as possible, and you don't really need a whole lot of competitive strategy. I think this list would be. I do feel that Hoverrod did start to fall short for me, and that's why I put it down at 30. I think it can definitely get all the way, but it started to fall short for other teammates. But what I was saying was I think that this list would be much different if it was focused on like competitive strategy, which I know at one point somebody was talking about doing like a Pokemon Wack showdown. I think that would be really really cool. I would I would love that so much. I'm not a good competitive player, but I would absolutely stream myself like trying to do competitive. If something like that existed, that would be so cool. Um, so if anybody's around, I I don't know what the progress of that is. I don't know if that's a thing that is still going to happen at some point. All I know is that like a few months ago, people were talking about it in the Discord, and I got super excited. Um, and I think that's one thing that I try to do with my playthroughs now is just try and like learn as much competitive ability as I can with some of these Pokemon so that I can, like give these insights. Because I think a lot of these rankings are just kind of like I'm just kind of pulling out of my ass right now. Um, Again, if you think I'm wrong, please correct me. Um, but I would love to see some sort of like showdown version of Whack. I don't know what goes into it. Um, I I think that I think there's a bunch of coding that goes into it, but I'm not sure what else you need to do other than like uploading the sprites of the mons and like all of the data in there. Wait, really? Physion has a base stat total of 565? Holy shit. That's really good. You're still probably there. Actually, well, I'm going to go out on a limb. No, I'm not going to go out on a limb. I'm not going to give anything the 42 ranking unless I have used it, I think, or unless it's overwhelmingly like, yeah, this is up there. I think. You know what? I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it there, and that's how we're gonna do it. Um, that's how we're going to do it. Oh, New Creep was epic for a bit. I'm waiting. It is. I think New Creep. It's the one that looks like ribbed for her pleasure, and then the Mega has like a pickaxe in it. Hmm. I totally just lost track of my thoughts here. I just put myself on silent mode. These guys are fun. Again, I think out of what I've used here, I've used a Magmocket before. I've used a Dargoyle before. I've used a Namino briefly, and I've used this one, so I can skip ahead here just quickly. I can pretty confidently say that you stop being good around here. Whoops, around there. Um, Order I'm in, I'm gonna say you're there. Chaos Simple, you're a little bit. Well, no, I'm gonna bump you up. I'm gonna bump you down. See, I know I've used these guys before. Um, they definitely fall short though. You, you're here and you are here. Let's see. I think Amorphido is better than regular Ditto, but not by a whole lot more. think it learns a couple of other moves besides transform, but I think it has imposter's ability still, which I don't know how that works. Um, but that being said, I'm putting you down. You're not doing so hot. I'm putting you down there. Excuse me. I did not know Corolden had that high of a base stat total. I should use that next time. I don't know where to catch it though, but I should use it because that's dope. Um, I don't know how to do it either. I'm not even sure where to find Ditto. Period. Um, no clue. Let's see. It's probably not viable in battle. Yeah, that probably makes sense, honestly. Oh, I get it. Like you sketch the egg move onto the. Oh, that's smart. Now that's thinking outside the bun. Um, see, these guys. I know exactly where you go because I used you mistakenly in the Elite Four. Um, I should have just used Hitmonlee, but I took him out. Um, actually, I put you up here. All right. I gotta jump again. Oh, learn move. Yeah. All right. Give me like 2 minutes. I gotta jump again. I will be right back. But until then, enjoy this lovely stream background I have. All right. Well, we are back. It looks like we're still streaming. Thanks for bearing with me. Um, Apologies for that. As I said before, I have some friends that were in town, so I was just seeing them off. Whoops. Okay, there we go. I was on the here. I'm probably going to stick around for another 10, 15 minutes, make this like a clean hour-long stream, and then I will be back possibly later this evening. If not, maybe on Sunday I'll be able to jump in for another couple hours. But I very much enjoy doing this. I hope you guys. I know I say this every time, but I hope I hope y'all enjoy watching as much as I enjoy streaming. The audio stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended. What does that mean? Is it beat? No, because it's still. Oh, you know what? I think it was because I wasn't doing anything. So I think it's fine. If anybody's in chat, let me know if you can't hear me, and if not, then I will actually. You know what? Just for shits and gigs, let me quit. Okay. If we didn't have audio before, we should now. I'm gonna get through probably to. Oh, I said I'd do another 10, 12 minutes. Um, let's see. Yeah, no. I mean, some of these are hard because I've never used them, and it's just that's just a fact. Like there's 5,100 mons essentially with Hyper's mod, and only like only a small percentage of them are available in a non-randomized run at a decent amount. And I'm one of those people like if it's up to me, and I'm not trying to like do some crazy moving around for videos and for views. I end up sticking with the same team of six for the majority of the game. I also usually tend to have one of those slots be filled by a flyer. Um, so that kind of limits the amount of team compositions I do in a normal game, um, leading to me not really having played with a lot of these Pokemon as extensively as I have with others. So I guess anybody who's watching this, leave a comment either in the chat or if this is not live, um, leave a comment about if there's any Pokemon that you like using that I have probably mistiered. Um, let's see. I will say one thing that Prismolis is really good about that I'm just thinking about now is that spoiler alert, somewhere between the Chaos and Divine Hymns and Reality, there's a fight with it's a really annoying fight with a Pokemon called Cat No Banana, and all it has is one move that sets it sets Stealth Rocks, it sets 3 layers of spikes, and it sets something else that damages you, and it has that and it has Whirlwind. Um, And if you don't have a way to take it out, I don't think heavy duty boots are in the game. If they are, then that's an easy counter. Otherwise, you're kind of screwed until you have one Pokemon left. I think it also has a Corrupt Orb, so it's like at that point you're pretty in a pretty bad spot. Um, but Prismolis has Magic Bounce, and that's a good counter because I think it's grass, and so I think it can learn moves that do well against it. That was random tangent about Prismolis, but it doesn't matter because I don't think it can get much farther than the moon in a normal playthrough. Neuvern, I'm not. I thought I was going to be a much bigger fan of it, but then I played X or X and Y, one of those two, and it just took me so long to evolve it. I just got sick of it. Let's see, because now we're getting into like the X and Y mons. Um, so these are again Pokemon. I haven't used them in Whack, but like Pokemon that I know a little bit better. Um, I think Aromatisse is one of my least favorite Pokemon. So if it's anything more than a 0, this is going to hurt me to rank it. It's probably, I mean, sure that's a little biased, but like also it's slow. It's sucks to use. It's a pretty bad typing. Neuvern, I've used it twice, and my second one was a shiny one in the main games, but I never used it in Whack. I'm not sure how the sound type makes it changes it. Um, I mean, I think it's still 4 times weak to ice, so I don't think that helps it. Um, let's see, Inkgeist. Which one is that? I don't even. Let me consult. Let me consult the wiki. What is this one? Oh, it's this one. Ah, yes. I actually like this one. I just remember this is the one that Callum used in his playthrough, and he just spammed the move Psalms, which is great. I think it's like a charge beam that raises your special attack by 2. Can't argue with that. Um, yeah, that's true. Adding types does give it more options. I know for me, I changed Boom Burst from a normal type move into a sound type move in my own file, which I don't know why it wasn't before, but it it makes sense to me that it is, and so with that, um, Neuvern gets a really good stab move there. Let's see. Um, where do you go? I'd probably say here. And we got can you dig it? Jesus Christ. I would probably say you probably are there. Let's see. Gariest is pretty good. Um, I'd probably put you here, maybe here. Let's see. Then we get to Gorel, which sucks. It sucks to play against. It sucks to train it. It doesn't get any good moves. Um, it is really hard to train up, and it evolves at a really high level. Um, it also sucks to play against because it just has It has high base defense and special defense. It also has a chance of getting fur coat, which makes it even bulkier. I also never remember what is super effective against it, and whatever it is, I'm always wrong. The the one or two times that I've used Goral in like a playthrough, it's been good. I used it through his world, but I probably wouldn't bring it that far again. Honestly, early game it sucks, and that's what I'm taking into consideration here. I think um, I would say I'd probably, since it's only wind type physical, since it's only wind type physical. Oh yeah. It only gets a physical wind type move at level 100. It gets bullseye? Really? I it must be by breeding then, because I think the best move that it learns by level up is body slam, which it has serene grace, which once it gets there, it's not bad. This is why it's hard. It sucks in the early game, but it's not bad late game. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Mars. Split it right down the middle. Um, I feel like Bullseye is ridiculously good with anything that gets it that has stab. Like Tauros and Bullseye, it makes it incredible. Um, has Head Smash. Yours was a wild one. All right, I'm gonna have to look at that real quick. Let me let me consult here. All right, let me take a look. Oh, I see. It learns it at level 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. It learns Bullseye at level 1, but if you catch it if you catch it at level 1, it would know Tail Whip, Tackle, Typhoon, and Aimed Shot. What does Typhoon do? I'm getting very distracted. Oh, it's a Draco Meteor. Caught it as a shiny Lamcowd and had these options. Where did I put you? Let's see. Then we got Bowmean, which is I really like Bowmean. Um, I would probably put you up here. Yeah. Boomblix is also pretty good. I'd probably put you here. Oh no, the move reminder definitely helps in making good sets. Um, there are a lot of really good moves that that are locked behind the move reminder, for sure. All right, so where am I? What's the next round number here? Um, I'm not gonna get all the way to 850. I'm gonna get to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna get to. No, you know what? It's fine. I'll get to Giga's Fire. I'm just gonna go quickly here. Um, just a little bit rapid fire. If like, yeah, that's true. I like to look at the move reminder for most Pokemon. Um, I think that there's a lot of good stuff that you can find in there. Pretty close to. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I see the trio, and then I see Datagon Altiris and John Splina down there. So I may as well just get down there. Let's see. I think bigger. Yeah, the bigger one is the tanky one, which is why it's worse. Um, I just don't like tanky mons in playthroughs. I've used the small one very briefly, um, but I think it has access to minimum. Wait a second. This one's really frail. You're not this high. Yeah, the small one has like I think base 130 in both attack and special attack, and has a high speed. Um, where are you gonna live? You're gonna live. I think. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. You're gonna live there. There. Um, there. No, there. Um, all right. Sharpladon. I've used this one a couple of times, and it's pretty dang cool. I'm gonna say this goes to. You go to here. I think that Sharpladon would be better, but this type is really bad against Soul. Oh yeah, the small one only has like 20 or 30 base special and regular defense. It's not that not cannot live a hit. Jesus. Yeah, I think both Ancient Crab and Sharpladon need Ancient Power, and I think yeah, it's either you got to breed them or you might be able to move reminder them. I'm not sure. Okay, so it is like a breeding chain, but that's not. I mean, I'm not. I don't like breeding Pokemon, but like, it's not terrible. I think you can do that in one maybe two chains. Um, I don't personally. I don't think the effort is worth it. I think it's just easier to find another Pokemon. But if you like breeding, that's your thing. That can be your thing, I guess. I'm really struggling here. You are also going to go here. You're going to go here. Is ice weak against glass? I don't know. I think it's still there. Um, you're pretty good. Probably bring you there. You wouldn't get as far, though. Yeah, that's true. You could probably get some good egg moves on both Sharpladon and Ancient Crab. And I think oh boy, we are dying out here. I think both of them you can get like you can get some good move relearner moves as well. Like I think Sharpladon gets a bunch of Fang moves, and I think it gets Strongjaw as an ability too. So I think that would be a good. Well, plus those things are strong, and if you get like they both evolve at right around level 30, which is for most people the fourth, right before the fourth gym. I mean, those can definitely be strong in the early game. Um, definitely can be strong in the early game. put you. Dark Hole is really odd to use. I don't know where you get one unless post game. I think I think you can catch the pre-evolution. Yeah, you can catch the pre-evolution either right before Cherno City, I believe. Either right before or right after. I think it's right before, and then I think it's a Dusk Stone for the evolution. Let's see, Ryulung is pretty good. Um, I'd probably put you there. Let's see, Waneko is okay. I've only ever used it for one of his worlds. Um, but I'd probably put you. I think that's where I'm going to put you right before B a B. We got all right. So we got the two box legendaries. I think Altiris is better, but I think that's because I've used Altiris more. Yeah, the pre-evolution. It's like I think it's now a three-way branch evolution. No, it's a split evolution, um, evolving into Nove and Darkle, and then I think they evolve one more time into I think it's Smolstron, which is like 2200 something. It was added way later. Yeah, Waneko was Chimecho's evolution, and I only ever used it once in his world. But I mean, honestly, I don't think it was the worst. I think it was okay. Um, let's see. I think Datagon and Altiris are both very good Pokemon. Um, I think, let's see. These Tekaloot and Zinature, well, Zinature for sure doesn't have a good. I would also agree Altiris is the better of the two. I think it gets Nasty Plot, it gets Psychic, which is cool. It gets draining moves, and it essentially has like a haze that does damage. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, um, sorry, I got distracted trying to rank these. Altiris is definitely the better one for post game. I mean, that's why I used it. Well, I think I didn't catch Datagon, but I would have used Altiris over Datagon had I had both. Um, let's see, Frankenspook. I don't know. I'm gonna put you here. All right, so we got two more here. We got John Splina. You will live here, and finally, and it really helped against Cosmic Mons galore. Is Smirtsneck any good? What is that? Psychic and something? Psychic and tech? I want to say it has vast knowledge on it, but I'm not sure. I'm not even sure what its stat spread looks like. But Gigaspire, I'm going to put you. I don't think you have anything to necessarily take out Mega Shed. No, you know what? I'm going to put you up there. All right, well, we got a pretty solid amount done. We started at 333, and now we're at. So we did 111 today. All right, not bad. We are certainly getting there. We're at 850 out of 5078. Um, so I'm probably going to go through and just do more. Help me with the moon mostly. Interesting. I'm probably going to do at the very least the XY Mons off camera, off stream, and we'll see how far I get otherwise. But if I don't do another stream tonight, then I will try to do one Sunday. If not, then I might be able to jump on for a couple of hours next week sometime. So we will see. Um, Jen, I appreciate you. I always love having you in my streams. Lot of great insight, We got the dual professors here essentially. um, and I appreciate everybody who was here at one point. I know my buddies Robbie and Jake were in here, so thanks to them. I will see you hopefully in the next stream. Yeah, thanks guys for hanging out. I will be back later in the near future. Um, I guess smash that MF like button. If you're not subscribed, which honestly, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, how? But I guess if you're not subscribed and you enjoy this, uh, why don't you click that little guy? Would make this little guy very happy. Um, and if you do like this, make sure to, I don't know, come by next time. Y'all are great. All right. Hope everybody enjoyed the stream, and I will see you all very soon.